Everyone I know who has ever built a chopper has at one point or another watched that project collect dust in their garage because they just feel stuck. Everyone gets stuck on their project. And there's three main places where people tend to get stuck. So in today's video, I'm going to give you the steps you need to take to get unstuck from whichever of these three stages you find yourself stuck at. I'm Grease, you're watching Grease's Garage, and I'm going to help you skip the struggle. Let's jump right in at stage one. This is the most common place that people get stuck on their project. And in stage one, this is when you do not yet have the project bike. You don't know what bike you should buy. You don't necessarily know how much you should pay. You definitely don't know what exactly you're trying to build. And you're sort of just floating in this abyss thinking, I know I want to build a chopper, but which chopper and how should I start? Overly analytical people, myself included, tend to get stuck at stage one because you're trying to see the end all the way from the beginning. And while that is a good idea in theory, it can tend to leave you never building that chopper. I've seen a lot of people who have said, for the last 5 years, I've been looking to build a bike and I just haven't found the right one. These people are stuck in stage one, whether they know it or not. That analysis paralysis is just keeping them from buying anything because they don't know if it's perfect. So what do you do to get unstuck when you're in stage one? You prioritize progress over perfection. If you're always looking for the perfect bike at the perfect price with the perfect mileage, you will never start. No matter what bike you buy, it will not be perfect. There will be issues with that bike. There will be things that you have to fix. But that's part of the process. I wasn't planning to rebuild the top end on my Evo 2 summers ago, but that base gasket blew and it was just something I had to deal with. So when you are stuck at stage one, find a common bike that has a lot of aftermarket support. Check out this video right here if you want my definitive list of bikes I recommend for a first builder. Find that common bike for a fair price and just buy the thing. All right, moving on to stage two. This is the stage at which you have bought the project bike, you've started the build, but you don't really know exactly what it is that you're trying to build. You know that you want a chopper, but there is a ton of wiggle room between different types of choppers. And all you know is that you're going to be building it with this bike that you have now. The first thing I want to say to people stuck here at stage two is congratulations, you got out of stage one. That is a big hurdle that a lot of people never get out of. So congratulations on taking the first step. Now you're into stage two, you're kind of directionless and you don't know where you're moving, so let's get you unstuck. The first thing I recommend doing in this stage is to seek out inspiration. What do I mean by that? This could be in the form of Instagram. This could be you picking up different chopper magazines, right? And find bikes that you like the look of. It's hard to get where you're going on a build if you don't know where you're going. So right now you need to find those inspirational pictures. What catches your eye about a build? And honestly, I would recommend at least 5 pictures, different bikes that you like at least 1 or 2 aspects on. And these bikes are going to serve as your roadmap, something that you can reference back to when you feel like your bike is starting to take shape and you're thinking, you know, it just doesn't look right. What is it about this that doesn't look right? And you can go back to those reference pictures and then look at the bike that's in front of you and say, okay, you know, on this one, the forks are a lot longer. That's what my bike is missing. Okay, I need longer forks. Or maybe that seat on that inspiration bike has a better line to it and you're looking at your big puffy stock seat and thinking, you know what, that's what it is. It's the seat is killing the line of this bike. Without those reference materials to look back at, it's just difficult to tell. It's very easy for your eye to tell when it doesn't like something, but it's very difficult until you have experience to pick out just what it is that's killing the look of that bike. So get those reference materials, save them to your phone so you can access them as you're working. And the second step in stage two is to start putting together the plan. Now, down in the description of this video, I have a link where you can get my free PDF guide, all the steps that are involved in building a chopper. It's a very comprehensive worksheet. I want you to print it out, post it up in your garage, And anytime you feel stuck or don't know which step you need to take next, look back at that list and that will guide you to say, okay, I'm done with this part. What's the next step? I put this sheet together as a freebie for Grease's Garage viewers because so many people in the beginning just don't know what all the steps are. So print out that sheet. That is my gift to you to help you get unstuck from stage 2. The final stage that people tend to find themselves stuck at, this is stage 3. This is when the first problem presents itself on the course of your build. For example, let's say you've collected all these parts, you're assembling the bike, and then you realize, oh shoot, this oil tank doesn't fit over my transmission. Or maybe you bought a front end, and for some reason it doesn't fit into your neck stem, and you're not understanding why, because according to the website, it was supposed to fit. Everything looked so simple at the outset. I thought I'd just hardtail it and put it together, and now you feel like you're just off the rails. What makes stage 3 very different from stages 2 and 1 is that the problems in stage 3 are very specific. It's specific to your build, your aftermarket parts. And as we all know, the more specific the problems get, the less general knowledge tends to be helpful to you. You can't find these answers in the manual. You can't find these answers on an FAQ section on a chopper forum. You need to talk to people who have been here before. So if you're stuck at stage 3, what are you supposed to do? Well, I've got 3 different options for you. The first option is to join my Facebook group. It's called Grease's Garage. Search for it on Facebook. Answer the membership question so I know you're not a robot. And you can become a member of this group. We are over 500 members strong on Facebook right now. So there are tons of other chopper builders in here waiting to answer your questions and for you to help answer their questions. This is an excellent group. I'm in this group daily. I like to think of this Facebook group as a sort of hive mind where 500 plus chopper builders can all connect with each other and help each other get through whatever problems they've got going on. Now, if that Facebook group is too broad for you and there's too many topics going on, I also have a more dedicated forum on my Patreon page. This is a paid membership. You join via the link down below on the Patreon website. This is the first place I check when I wake up in the morning and I'm looking to see if anybody needs help. The first page I'm opening is this Patreon group. This is my highest priority because the people in this group are supporting this channel directly. All of these videos you see here on Grease's Garage, they are absolutely 100% free. Anybody can view them, and that's how they're always going to be. But for the people who are willing to help support the channel financially, of course you have my undivided attention. So you've got those 2 options available to you. But some of you out there have said, Grease, I'd really like to do a one-on-one call with you and have you mentor me through my first build. So that is an option that I have just rolled out as of last week. Started doing one-on-one coaching calls where I will sit down with you in a one-on-one format and we will work together to make a plan for your build. The benefit of a one-on-one conversation is that the advice is all specific. None of it is general or broad. It is your situation, and it's my goal that at the end of that call, you leave with all the answers you need to go get some stuff done and get that build over the finish line. If you are interested in doing one of these calls with me, just shoot an email to greasesgarage@gmail.com. This is a direct email line for me. You can reach out, give me your information, give me the project that you're working on, and we will get that call on the books so that you can get back to building your bike. In the meantime, if you want something that you can act on today, make sure you watch this video right here. I will take you through all the steps that are involved in a full chopper build, the proper order that you should do them in, so that you can start getting that plan together to get that bike on the road. Thanks for watching Grease's Garage, and I'll catch you guys next week.